What is up, everyone? Welcome back. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. Today we're going to rip off this weird looking air dam on the bottom of a Super Duty, which is, like, in my opinion, kind of stupid, because if you bought an FX4 and you want to take it off-road, you have like 8 inches of ground clearance, and I tried to hop a curb this weekend to go ride and that thing dragged. So let's rip this thing off before I do it off-roading. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This freaking air dam. Look at this. Like, literally maybe a foot, not even a foot. Pretty stupid. I know it's supposed to be for fuel economy, but it's a heavy duty truck. I really don't care about fuel economy. So let's rip this stupid thing off so we can get some ground clearance. So we're gonna start by removing all these silver bolts right here, and then you will have to remove these little clips. These ones, which the bolt is up on the top. I don't know if you can see it, but anyway. So this is the bottom side, and you will have to get up here and remove it. I think it's, if I was a guessing man, I would say that's probably like a 7, maybe an 8. But let's go get some tools and we'll figure this out. See this? This is like, my chest barely fits under here. This is really dumb on a 4-wheel drive truck. However, it is an 8. I was right. See? I can guess pretty good. Alright, so we'll take those out and I'll speed it up for you so you don't have to endure that. There you have it. I don't know if you see that. 7 bolts. All the silver ones that you could see underneath here. All the ones you're going to take out. Now you need to take out all these ones that are on the top side, which is the same thing, just all these little silver ones, they just face the other way. So take all those ones out. A little tip for you here. So here's 1, 2, and 3 that you have to remove. I would remove this middle one first, because if you get this one out and then this one out before you do this one, this is just going to move around, so you have to reach behind this light bezel to get a ratchet back here. But I would take this off first because it'll make your life a whole lot easier. So now we can take the rest of these out. So now I know why people buy the Tremor one. I was wondering, like, why do you even put one back on? Because there's all kinds of ugly crap that you're going to see. So for one, you got these ugly things that you got to stare at, which I have a buddy at work that has a Tremor, so I want to look at his truck and see if his even has these. But then you got all this ugly bolt stuff right here that you have to stare at. So maybe if you get the Tremor one, it'll for sure cover all this. But I don't know if the Tremors have this or not. But like I said, I'll go look today and then get back to you guys. But at least now it looks like a truck, except those 2 little things are pretty much as long as this Valance was. So I'm gonna look and see if I can rip those off, but more than likely I will be ripping those off. So let's get to the next step. So because this ended up looking disgusting, you can see like all the bolts and stuff, or the bolt openings and all that. We're gonna go ahead and cut the Valance so that it's just below this instead of buying like a Tremor one. We're gonna see if we can save some money and make it look pretty. So I'll show you what that looks like. So I ended up taping exactly 1.5 inches all the way down with the curve, 1.5 inches here, all the way down. Gonna try and do this curve here, 1.5 inches, which would be 1/4 inch below like where that little bend is below the bumper. So I'll trim this with a Dremel. I'll show you a little bit of that, and then we'll put this back on and see how it looks. So I got my Dremel, I got a new wheel, and I like my lungs, so I'm gonna wear a mask, and I like my eyes, so I'm gonna wear goggles. So we're gonna try and cut on the top side of this. Like I said, it's 1.5 inches from the top to this top of the blue line, and hopefully that Makes this thing look a hell of a lot better because I don't want it looking like it does now, and I don't want this big ugly thing hanging down off the bottom of my truck. So let's get after this. So we're getting there. It's looking good. We're gonna have to clean all of this up when we're done, but I won't show you guys any more of this, so you don't have to endure it. I'll just show you what it looks like when we're done. Alright, this is why I wore all that stuff. Anyway, now we can separate this. Hopefully, I don't know. Did I miss a spot? Ow, there we go. Boom. Little tiny guy. Look at this. All that bullshit we cut off. Alright, now we gotta clean up all these crusties. Some of this is still like super janky, like I can't really peel this off. So I actually have some Scotch-Brite like Dremel tools that I'm gonna throw on here, and we'll be able to smooth these lines out and get rid of all these so it doesn't look like crap. So let me go get that installed and we'll tear into this thing. I got this little bag of wheels off of Amazon. It's just little tiny pre-made Scotch-Brite wheels. They have like different colors for different grits. This one's the, I think, most abrasive one. So be careful touching that because that might be hot. Don't want to fuck with that. And then screw this back on. Cool. So now we have our little abrasive wheel, and we'll try and deburr all this stuff on this thing. So it took a little long, but we got it smoothed out, looking better. So there you go, look, smooth and crappy. So this is all the stuff we got rid of, and smooth. So if you have a file, it might be a little bit easier, but I'm gonna keep on keeping on with this, and I'll show you what it looks like after. Here's our finished product. Looks pretty clean. Deburred. Looks pretty level all the way across. Compared to that big old hunk right there. So let's go install this thing and see what it looks like on the truck. There you have it, guys, all installed. I think it looks just like a Tremor one, and you save the money. So for now I'm gonna leave these ugly things on because I don't know what the heck they're for, but we'll look into that. And this looks a hell of a lot better than this sticking way down, but then again, this makes it look ugly too. So if you know what those are, please comment below because I have no idea. I'm gonna call Ford today and ask them, but I think this turned out pretty good. So here's the big old lip that we cut off. Pretty ugly, but I think it turned out pretty good. You save some money. You know, I don't know how much that Tremor valance cost, but I'd venture to say it's probably like $100. So you save $100. You know, $100 is $100. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Think about subscribing. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.